Good morning, everybody. You are on your ride along with Dee. I don't know why I sing it. I don't know why. You're on your ride along with Dee today. It is Wednesday, December 21st. This is basically my video diary. I do it every day, and I just video my thoughts, dreams, ideas, whatever, as I'm on my way to work. It takes me about 20 minutes to get to work. So instead of sitting here alone or listening to the radio, which is fun sometimes, and I don't like to write in an actual journal or diary, I decided to do this, and then I decided to post it on YouTube, depending on the content. Some of them I will not post on YouTube, but at least I have a diary, a vlog, I guess you would say, of my thoughts and dreams and whatever, and then my daughter can look back on it after I'm gone and then maybe show her kids, this is grandma, like, kind of thing. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it is freezing today. I have some frost on my windshield. I live in the Northeast, so in December it gets quite cold. December, January, February is really cold. March, pretty cold. Then it starts to fade off. But anyway, we've been having pretty mild winters so far. We had snow the one day, a little bit. And now it's really starting to get cold out. So yesterday, it's like 20 something. I don't know. Today it's 29. It's not too bad. Like my water bottle, it did freeze again. I just drank it a second. Maybe when you turn it, it slushes up, but it's slush. I swear I just drank some of it and it was just water, and then that's pretty cool. I have to check into that and see why that does that. So anyway, I have this piece of hair here that's just tickling my nose, but I don't want to pull it out because I don't have much. My hair got thinner the older I got, and I had a hysterectomy 10 years ago. 10 years ago, yeah. Was it that long ago? I don't know. But anyway, 2009. It wasn't 10 years ago. But anyway, so it forced me into menopause. And then all of a sudden I started losing my hair. It's really, really thin. So, I hate it. I used to have thick hair, and now it's super thin. Anyway, that's enough of that. So today, like I said, I'm on my way to work. We are not so busy this time of year at work. A lot of power outages. I work in utilities for my company. We have a bunch of stores. We have over 700 plus stores. So myself and my boss handle all the utilities for the company. Utilities, trash. I'm in the environmental department, so I do utilities, trash, and then whatever else might float my way. We have a team. So the one guy does grease traps, and another person does stormwater and whatever. So I help out as much as I can. But anyway, we do pest control, stuff like that. So it's pretty slow right now. I mean, there's not a lot of pests up here anyway. We have stores down in Florida that it's warm down there, so they have some pest issues down there because it's always warm down there. But anyway, sun's not too bad today. Usually it's like right here in our face in the morning. It's there, but it's kind of cloudy, so that's good for video's sake anyway. So yeah, Christmas is in a few days. It's Sunday. We celebrate Christmas Eve. All my life, it's been Christmas Eve we've been celebrating. We go to sleep. Well, my grandparents would come over. It was always a big to-do. My mother had big dinner. We'd have hors d'oeuvres, and they'd have drinks and whatever, and then I hope that smell's not my car. Please don't be my car. Please be the car in front of me. And I'm sorry, guy, but I'd rather be you to me. I don't know. It smells something. I think it's just exhaust. I don't see any lights on or anything, so we're just going to assume it's him, pray it's him, and then if he turns or gets away from us, we'll see if it's still there. If it is still there, then crapola. Got a problem. But anyway, so Christmas Eve, yeah, growing up, it was a big to-do, and me and my sister always dressed the same. We had the same pajamas or whatever, like always matched all the time when we were little. She's a year older than me, and She always wore pink. I always had blue. But at Christmas, my mother would make us like nightgowns, or we would wear the matching nightgown. Like one year, I remember we had candy cane like nightgowns. Hello, talk. So yeah, it was always a lot of fun. But anyway, so we would, do the festivities with the family and whatever, and then we would go up to bed. I don't even know what time we went to bed. That guy turned. And I did not smell, so yeah, it's his car. Oh, that's a shame. It's a truck, so maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. So we would go up to bed probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever, 11 o'clock, I don't know. So we would fall asleep because Santa Claus came at midnight, and then we got woken up at midnight after Santa Claus came and left. Then we would hear his bell. His bell would ring, and then he would leave. So we would be like, and sometimes we would hear it, and sometimes my mom would just yell up, Santa was just here, Santa was here, because they were allowed to be up with Santa. And so we would go running down the steps. We'd wake up, our eyes were all tired, we'd run down the steps, and our stockings were there on the staircase, and we'd go through that real quick, and then we'd run down, and all of our toys were out, and all of our stuff. Oh, it was so much fun. And then we would sit down, and one by one, I have an older sister and a younger sister. Yeah, I'm the middle. Figure that out. Figures, right? So one year we would go oldest to youngest. Another year we would go youngest to oldest. I was always a second. Always second. And then one year would be my parents would go for whatever. We would sit there and open presents. We'd be up to like 4 a.m. Not opening presents. We don't have that much, but I mean, we didn't want for anything. We were pretty. I don't want to say we were well off, but we were okay. We were taken care of. Yeah, we would sit up to 4 a.m. At least it seemed like 4 a.m. I don't know. I was little. We would stay up all night and play with our toys and open our presents, and there was more hors d'oeuvres, and the adults were drinking, and it was my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my aunt would come over, my dad's parents, his father and mother would come over. They would come over for just a little while before Santa came, and then it was just so much fun. And then the next day, my mother would have breakfast. We'd wake up, we'd go to sleep, and then we'd wake up for breakfast in church, and it was just so much fun. And then we'd have dinner, or we would go to somebody's house for dinner, or like whatever. It was just so much fun. Now, so I tried to. My mother always said it was a German Christmas, is what she said. German. I don't know. I never checked into it. I just assumed, okay, we're celebrating a German Christmas, and we're getting up, and we open our presents at Christmas Eve, because Christmas Day is about Jesus. It's Jesus' birth. We go to church, you celebrate Jesus, you have family, it's family. So it's not about us giving presents to each other, it's about Jesus. So that's how I was raised. And I like that tradition. It's awesome. We did try one year. Our next door neighbors did the same thing, like growing up. But we did try one year to get up, not do presents till the morning, because we wanted to try it. Everybody, all our other friends were like, oh no, we open our presents on Christmas morning. What? We tried it. Major fail. We did not like it because we're so used to doing it our way, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't about Jesus. Then it became about presents and toys. So yeah, we reverted back to our normal Christmas Eve. But anyway, so this year Christmas Eve is on a Saturday. Show, which is exciting, but I do it with my daughter now. That's a tradition I do with her. My husband wasn't used to that. He never did it. He always did Christmas morning. But I was like, yeah, no, we're doing Christmas Eve. Sorry. Christmas is about Jesus. So we opened gifts on Christmas Eve. Last year was a little rough because my brother-in-law was over, and it's kind of awkward when you're opening presents. And I didn't have a present for him because we never see them. But there he was, like, happened to pop over, and my husband was like, oh, let's open presents. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? But I didn't know he was leaving, so we did it. It was very embarrassing and very uncomfortable, and so we're not doing that again this year. If he happens to pop over, we ain't doing it. And then I'm going to do pepperoni, cheese and pepperoni, crackers, chips and dip, a couple drinks. We'll have a few drinks. And then Christmas Day is about Jesus, so we'll have a nice dinner and go to church. Hope I can get them to go, because they don't church. But Christmas and Easter, you need to go to church. You know, if anything else, if nothing else, actually, go to church on Christmas Eve. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it to be over, because 2016 was kind of a year. Looking forward to 2017, see what the new year brings. I hate to wish my life away like that, though, because I'm just getting older and older and older. But I look forward to summer, spring, summer, fall. I don't like winter at all. At all. I don't like the cold. I used to love it. I couldn't wait for snow, and it wasn't even when I was just little because I wanted to play. It's like in my adult life, I loved snow. It's pretty, it's peaceful, it's cuddly. You know, you got to get cuddly and warm. And now it hurts my body. Cold hurts my body. I ache. I don't like it. I'm scared to drive in it. I just don't like it. It's pretty at night. It's pretty to look at. I like looking at pictures of snow. I don't like being in it anymore. I've had enough winters. Cold winters. I think that's why everybody goes down to Florida, like from up north, because we're done with it. Come on, man, we're done with it. But it's pretty at night if there's snow, and then there's the Christmas lights. That's very pretty. So if snow wasn't cold, let's make that happen. Let's make warm snow. Make it snow in summer. I'd be fine. There are some times in the summer that I'm like, oh, this dude's thinking hot and needs the snow. I want winter. Like, I'm never happy. As anybody that, like, you know, you always want something different. Like, if you have straight hair, you want curly hair. If you have curly hair, you want straight hair. Alright, people, I'm going, because I don't know what y'all are doing. People are just sitting there. It's a four-way stop, and everybody just like, I don't have time. Yeah, growing up, I had naturally curly hair, so it was like be like ringlets if I didn't wash, or if I didn't wash it. If I didn't dry it, it would, with a hair dryer, it would be like ringlets. Nowadays, I get, like I said, ever since my hysterectomy, like my whole body chemistry just flip-flopped and got all screwed up. So nowadays, if I don't dry it, it's wavy, but it's not pretty. Now I wish I had the ringlets. So this is what you get. I'm thinking about just cutting it short and calling it a day. I wear it back a lot. I prefer it back. So if I want to wear it back, I might as well just chop it off. You know, like this I don't like. I do not like my hair like this. But like I said, who's happy? Like my daughter's got a big, thick, long, luxurious head of hair, and she always pulls it back because it's in her way all the time. She does cheer, so it's in her way all the time, but she pulls it back. But when it's down, it's so pretty. There's so much you can do with it. It's so thick. It's just so gorgeous. And she hates it. She wants it to be thin and straight. And it's not curly and it's not straight. It's kind of in between, but it's not really wavy. Like, she could do whatever she wants with it. She could make it straight and it's beautiful. She can make it curly and it's beautiful. She can make it wavy. She has got very versatile hair. Beautiful. I would kill for it. And she had it cut a while ago. She had it cut. Well, not a while. It wasn't that long ago. But anyway, it's super long again. Like, her hair grows quick. She's got super healthy hair. She's got a super healthy head. Me, nothing. Anyway, that reminds me, when she was little, she could have killed me for telling you guys this, but it's a really funny story. I was told I couldn't have kids. And then when I got pregnant with her, I was like, oh, and the doctor said, you're never going to carry this baby. I'm like, I'm going to tell you. He's like, you're not going to, it's not going to. I'm like, I'm going to carry this baby. I want a baby. I was 32. I wanted a baby. If I only had one, I just wanted one. I didn't care. Baby's not going to be normal. You're not going to, I want a baby. I'm doing this. So I did everything I could to make sure that she stayed inside and she was happy and healthy and whatever. And I carried her to term. And she was born. She did have the cord wrapped around her twice. They had to do an emergency C-section after 18 hours of labor. They couldn't have done it 18 hours ago. I could have been home sleeping. But 18 hours of labor. It was torturous. But anyway, she had the cord wrapped around her twice. So they did it. And I was like, get this oven thing out of me before I rip it out myself. This was hour 18. This was Super Bowl Sunday, halftime. Mother's in distress. Emergency C-section. Off they wheel me. Cut me open. Take her out. Wrapped her. Perfect baby. perfect. Thank the Lord above. She was perfect, healthy, fine. I'm like, does she have 10 fingers, 10 toes? Can she breathe? Is she okay? They're like, yes. They're like, oh yeah, baby girl. And I'm like, that's the only questions I asked, and then I just passed out. So somebody just sent me a text message, and that's what I was just looking at. Sorry. So anyway, so I had her, and then I just love her so much because I couldn't have her. She's such a gift from God. Like what a miracle that I was able to have this baby, and I just cherished her, and I still cherish her, and I love her, and she's just the best thing that ever happened to me. She saved my life. I'm not going into that, but I was heading down a bad road, and because I had her, and I had to get on the straight and narrow and get my shit together, and because I wanted her that bad that I did it. I was like, you know what? She is the most important thing in the world to me. I am doing this. So I did it. I got my life straightened out. That's another story for another day. But she was 2 years, and I swore, growing up, I did not know what sex was. I didn't know what a period was. Like, I had to go to, I was in 8th grade, and they had a video, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Period? What? I don't know. I was like, what the hell? Like, I had no idea. So I learned about everything on the streets or in school. Like, I was very sheltered from things, and I swore if my daughter ever asked, or when she was able to understand, I was going to be very honest with her and tell her everything and anything bluntly, like no holding back. So I'll never forget. It was the funniest thing ever. 2 years old. Well, I had my period. I wasn't 2. She was 2. There was a box of tampons in the bathroom. Well, she happened to see them. I kept them underneath the sink, but she saw them. So she comes running out, and she's like, Mommy, what is this? Pulls out a tampon. So I was like, oh, she's only 2. Like, I want to be honest with her, but I don't know that she's going to understand so much what this means. She was a smart kid. She's a very smart person. But I was like, oh, I don't know if so I was very basic with her. And I said, well, when you get older, you're going to bleed, and then you need to use a tampon. And I was like, oh, is that enough, like, information? She was satisfied with that answer. She's like, oh, okay. And she put it back, and off she went. Well, I never thought about it again. I was like, phew, dodge that bullet. Didn't think about it again. Well, a few weeks later, she comes running out of the bathroom with a tampon in her hand, and she says, Mommy, my ear is bleeding. I need a tampon. She thought that it was like a Band-Aid kind of thing. I was like, oh, no, honey. So then I had to explain it to her as best I could. And she understood. Like, well, she seemed to. She was probably just like, yeah, just shut up. But I explained to her about the menstrual cycle and yada, yada, yada. In layman's terms, and I chiled it down. I don't want to say I dumbed it down, but I chiled it down a little bit so that she would understand it, and she seemed to understand it. And so ever since then, I was always open and very honest with her. If she asked me a question, I gave her the answer. If something was I would just tell her. I never held anything back from her. But that is just a very funny story that I wanted to share with you, and she's going to kill me for telling y'all. She might not. She thinks it's funny too. So anyway, that is my story for today. I'm glad you all could ride with me. Oh, I almost hit that car. I suck at driving. I'm telling you. I'm just waiting. God forbid, I'm waiting for today. I can back up like nobody's business. And let me tell you what. Pull into a parking spot like there ain't no. My boss just walked out, so I'm like a little late, but he saw me and he's cool. He smiled, so all's well. All is well in the land of my world. So anyway, I'm at work. It cost me. It took me 19 minutes to get here. It's been averaging that, so that's pretty good. Next week I want to see, because everybody's off of school and stuff, I want to see how long it takes me to get to work next week. But anyway, I am at my destination now. I appreciate y'all riding with me. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will be doing these every day. So like I said, some of them I'll be posting, some of them I won't, depending on the content. I'm basically doing this for myself and for my daughter. So there's just a video. Not that I'm dying or anything, but just something fun and just something different. And I don't like to write. It hurts my hand. Like, I'm at the computer age, but I don't have time. So this is easy. I mean, I have time. I'm driving to work anyway. I'm sitting here by myself. Might as well talk to myself. So I hope you all enjoy it. If you have any questions or you wanted me to talk about anything or you want to know anything, comment below. Otherwise, please subscribe. If you don't like it, I'm very sorry. You know, you don't have to watch. You can move on to the next video or whatever. Sorry if you didn't like it, but this is just my thing that I'm doing for myself and my daughter. So, all right. I hope you all have a good day. Happy Wednesday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.